Hello, and welcome to the Tale Weavers. Tonight, we're going to do something we haven't done before. We're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. And not just any kind of Dungeons and Dragons, we are going to delve into the demiplane of dread to Ravenloft. But before we do that, I would like my players to introduce themselves and their characters.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and I will be playing Wilhelmina Elizabeth Morgan, a dirty scoundrel of the female kind.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'll be playing Stevedore Jones, a big, strong dock worker from the Millwall area of London.
And hi, I'm Daniel. I'll be playing Archibald Montgomery Cliff. Quite charming and quite elaborate gentleman that sells anything he can and will tell you whatever he needs to sell it.
Sounds like a car salesman.
Yes.
I'm into it.
A charming fellow. But as you might have guessed by the description of Tarjei, we are not starting in Ravenloft. We are starting in London, on the docks, in a tavern called the Ass and the Donkey Inn. It's midnight, the 9th of November 1888. This particular inn is one of the noisy ones this time of night. This is where the dock workers, the whores, the scoundrels, and scallywags, where they meet, where they have a pint or 10, where they have a brawl, and where our friends plan the next shenanigans they're going to be up to. The room is quite smoky, both from the tobacco and from the hearth by the wall. There's a smell of sweat, stale beer, and strong whiskey. And outside you can hear the rain and the sleet. In here it's quite comfortable. It's inside. Tonight you're not out in the streets. Tonight most of the women are hiding because the last 6 months, there's been several grisly murders. And these grisly murders are the topic of conversation on many of the tables in this establishment. And this is where we begin our tale. As our friends have just entered the tavern, seeking shelter from the shitty London autumn weather, to have a lukewarm pint of beer or a stale wine.
Dirty gin.
Dirty bathtub gin.
Best kind of gin.
Best kind of gin, salute.
The room is crowded.
Who's working? Do we know the people working here? I mean, it is a regular haunt. So
It is a regular haunt. It's Big John behind the bar. Amy the wench is clearing the tables as people are leaving.
I make my way.
John.
Steve Jones, my man.
I paused and lift up and give him a good beer hug to Amy the Wench, like, hello!
She says, not being able to quite breathe by her strong hugs. But she's used to them.
I just look past Stevedore and just take a quick glance just to look around to see if there's anyone I've swindled recently who's sitting around waiting for me. And just as soon as the coast is clear, come out like, people, how you doing tonight? How you doing? Hope all's well.
Well, you keep your business out of this hole. Is
I snuff at him.
Oh yeah, I
Always
never
the showman, isn't he?
I never do my business there, but I'm always afraid that my business finds me.
Right.
luckily
I
this is
make
an
my own way.
establishment that's quite easy to hide. You find your nook where you usually sit.
Boys, any of you got some coins burning in your pockets?
Burning,
Seems to
but
have a frog in my throat. You see.
his hands
Always
disappears
about
into his
something.
pockets and he comes back and just drops some coins on the table and like 1, 2.
Oh, that should be fine. Just give me 5 of them. That's excellent. Thank you.
Oh, Amy, 3 pints, please. 3 pints. Oh, you two, having anything?
I'll have one of the bathwater gins.
Usual for me, darling.
Of course. the usual port.
I look around the room for drunk punters with heavy pockets, because they're not going to be trawled around the dark streets of this area. And my pockets are a bit skint at the minute, and whatever my dear friend is holding is not going to last an evening.
No, it's not. You can give me an insight roll.
Insight roll. Hold on. I need dices. Hold on. I'm so excited. I have dices. I'm sure I do. Somewhere. Oh, there they are.
We can give that a difficulty 12.
12. On okay. I rolled a 20. That can't be right. That's the wrong dice. Hold on.
I rolled 100.
20-sided.
Oh
dice
no!
would
I
be nice.
rolled an 8.
I have a 30-sided one here. If that
I
helps.
rolled an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Was that on the dice or was that combined with the skill?
Oh, okay. Skill, insight. Insight is, as you can probably tell, this is new to me. What is that? Where's insight?
Insight is on the middle of your character sheet
Insight.
Under skills.
under skills.
Yeah, they go alphabetically there. So
Insight. Oh, +4. And I rolled an 8. Oh, that's 12.
Yeah. You see a group of what seems to be sailors fresh off the boat. They're still wearing their navy suits.
I bump my. It's not Archibald. What's the first name of your character?
it's Archibald, but
It's Archibald.
but
Archie.
friends call me Archie. Yeah.
Archie dearest. You know the Paris move?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see them sailors over there?
They just got. Yeah, I'm not gonna even pretend that we're gonna have some morals. Let's go.
Do we need him? I point at our big dude.
My good friend, just put my hand on Stevedo's shoulder. Make sure that nobody messes with our drinks. We're just gonna be here for a moment. I think I see somebody I know.
No, don't worry, I'll look after them. Have
Yeah.
no fear. And as soon as I leave the table, he's like sitting there. Not able to resist.
Yeah. Well, as long as somebody would know, it's fine.
So, what are you two scoundrels up to?
I would like to just walk over to the table and act a little drunker, or a lot drunker than I am at the moment, and just sort of, if there's a chair that's like free on the table, I'll just sit down on that. If not, I'll just grab a chair and like loudly drag it over.
I let him start the setup, and
Yeah.
then I'm slightly coming in from the left.
Yeah. And just set it down, but like with the back turned against, so have that casual leaning on the back of the chair. I go like, fellas, how you doing? How you doing? You look like you've been living an interesting life. Tell me about yourself. How are ya? Have I seen you before? Do I know your sister?
Can you give me a
A performance?
performance, please?
Yes. I would love to give a performance.
And I'll give you. I want the same difficulty there as I gave Katrina earlier. I want a 12.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Well, I
what he
rolled a
is-
15 and I have a +8, so that's 23 in total.
Because we have done this several times before, I'm guessing if he doesn't have a plan, he's going to be the distraction.
yeah. I assume I'm always the distraction.
That's the
what
Paris move.
Yeah,
Always
that-
be a pompous showman.
Yeah.
Or drunk, or whatever character he chooses. And then
Yeah.
I will sneak like a little alley cat around and try to see if I can snag something. And if I can and cannot, in the end, I will then, oh, my drunken friend! I will get the distraction away.
Then I want two rolls from you. First, I want a stealth.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
After that, I want a sleight of hand.
Stealth. That's a skill.
Yes.
Do I have
Both
any
of these.
modifiers?
You have.
Ooh. I have, right?
Yeah, you have.
I have.
It's one of your specialities.
And where does my specialties? Where
I
are
know it's
those?
you have a stealth. It's a +8, and a sleight of hand is
Yeah.
a +8. So you
Oh.
are in
Dang.
your.
So my difficulty is what?
For stealth,
Yeah.
I want a 14.
You want a 14.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to find my 20 die again, and this is a 60 die. That's not. I have only big dice. That's-
Archibald assumes that just most whenever you say an operation of some sort is just I'm going and being a distraction.
No. Okay. I rolled a 1, but I have a 9 on the first one. Can I re-roll something? It's a botch, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a botch. You you actually you
Fall
trip.
on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's your skirts. You have put on the long skirts this night. Why?
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold as fuck. It's wet. Your skirt.
That's how I roll, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay.
your skirts are heavy, and yeah, you actually step on it and fall on your face. You need a help
sake.
with that, miss.
Archibald sort of just looks over and like
Oh,
continues the conversation.
Oh, I seem to have fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, no shit. A big guy, one of the sailors, he gives you a hand and.
Oh, then I'm like, in pockets. That's me.
That's you
That's me.
in pockets. Yeah. Then I want to have a sleight of hand with a disadvantage.
So I need to roll
To
2 and take the lowest.
yes.
Okay. What is 16 without a modifier?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mama needs a. And it's a 9.
Yeah, but
So
you have
9
you
plus
have
8.
+8. That is 17. That's good. You
I redeem myself.
absolutely you do.
And I'm on all the pockets.
Let's see.
Do I get some names?
Yeah, you nick what seems to be a Bible, but it's more heavy than a Bible.
Oh, concealed goodies. I shove it under one of my underskirts pockets. Boop.
Yeah. As you do that, the door into the ass and donkey slams open, and that cold gust of wind reaches all into every nook of the inn. It's cold. It's shit. It's wet. It's one of the working girls. She comes running in, quite hysterical. He's done it again! He's done it again! The Ripper! Mary Jane!
What?
He got her.
Oh,
Not Mary Jane.
Archibald just gets up and sort of just takes this opportunity to first of all just walk away from the sailors before anybody notices anything's missing, and then just
Oh,
immediately walks up to like his friends and just be like start looking at them and see how they're doing.
Steve Jones probably.
You knew that girl, Mina,
yeah,
from
I
Paris.
white as a sheet in my face for a second.
Yeah. She used to be one of the high-end ones. She even had, she had maybe a year with you in Paris with the aristocracy.
This monster is destroying our lives and livelihood and cutting down friends and allies. Who's to say we are not next? Or with me?
And with that, when Steve Jones finishes his the last of his pint. Oh. Sorry. With that, Steve Jones finishes the last of his pint and he throws it down and gets up quickly. Bit too quickly, probably, forgetting that he is 6'3" tall and weighs closer to 260 pounds, and forgets about the low crossbeam going across the little nook where he's sitting. And
Yeah, you're seeing stars.
oh, like his ashen grey hair is disheveled a little bit.
Oh, you big lug. Hold on.
Can only deal with one thing at a time.
He stumbles around a little bit and, well, is he still up? Let's go and find him and string him up.
Are the bobbies there?
Yeah, they are.
I asked the girl.
Yeah, they are.
Do they know anything?
They're fucking clueless. Lousy fuckers, all of them.
Just ruining our streets.
Does anybody else know anything?
Not a clue. Well, they think he might be a doctor or someone from the aristocracy, but we don't know. I've never been this scared in my fucking life.
I just sort of take her by the shoulders and make sure she sits down and just take somebody else's beer and just hand it to her.
Yeah.
The tankards, the glass, the drinking mugs, are they made of metal and made of ceramic?
Tin.
Are they
Pewter. Yeah, pewter.
pewter? Okay, like he's standing there getting angry, and we're gonna. Well, if I'm gonna catch it, I'm gonna, and he just crushes
Yeah.
cup in his hand.
Yes.
I tap again our gentle giant on the shoulder. Well, not so gentle at the minute, and say he deserves all of your wrath. He really, truly does.
Well, that's it. You are not walking alone. One moment after sundown at all. And I pull her close. Where you go, I go. Attached to your hip. Oh, well, actually, probably my hip attached to your shoulders. But other than that,
That's business.
It's going to be some interesting business days ahead.
But it's horrible. It's harming our way of life and livelihood. I'm not just gonna think it's just. Well, we are piss poor at the minute.
At the minute, just need a breakthrough. Any day now.
How? All the punters, all the lords and all the fancy pants, all the ones with heavy pockets, they avoid our streets now. What are we to do?
We need to find either somebody that knows something. We need an opportunity of, well, almost any kind.
I'm desperate. We can't be robbing piss poor sailors at the tavern. Oh, I tapped my pocket. Well, I'm not completely light. I look over the shoulder to see if the sailors are looking. Or are
they are about to leave because now the mood here has gone completely sour.
yeah, or all the harlots of the tavern are not feeling a sailor's love at the minute.
Nope.
Little bit of a mood kill.
Archibald.
Murder seems to have that effect on people.
Archibald
Yeah.
Davis.
Yes.
I elegantly, sneakily drag up the Bible thing and push it in between us all.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Let's sing a psalm for the poor departed. That's a good idea.
You're too good for this world.
I didn't quite take you further, and I sort of lift the book, and I feel like, oh, wait a minute, there's something there.
It's not a small Bible. It is about the size of Stevedore's fists.
Okay, so it's about this big. Huh?
It's about yay big.
Yeah.
But you feel that this is heavier than paper. Definitely heavier than paper.
It's what I could grab in a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth something. Maybe it's holding something.
So it's just like, for like half a second, just look to see there's no sailor like directly next to me, but I don't bother to look further. It's just like
that table, they've left.
Yeah, and I open the book.
Well, you can only open the first few pages because all the pages are glued shut.
Ooh,
It's
intriguing.
secret compartments, and it contains two things. It's a vial of some sort, a clear liquid, and it's a silver cross with some jewels
Ooh,
laid into the silver.
well, hello now.
I handed the cross straight over to Mina, and I sort of just take the vial and like try to open it,
Yeah,
and just
It opens.
sort of smell it.
it's liquor, and it's strong. It's really strong.
Well, it's
It
not gonna
makes
buy
sense.
around, but I'm definitely don't. And just look over at Steve Dorothy. Don't drink all of it. Don't. And I have a sip. Oh, that's real strong, but I think we need it tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just
it's
I hand it to Mina first.
Yeah, I'm like-
not Steven, because I assume there's gonna be nothing left, even though I've told him it's gonna have the vial.
I do it elegantly. Like, ooh,
yeah,
that
this
will
is strong.
curl
This
your
is,
privates.
this is the same strength as the Green Fairy.
Oh,
It's
He takes
strong.
a
But-
careful little sip. No, just a careful little sip, as he said. Now that's what I call holy water. And he gives it back to
Definitely.
Archibald. But isn't it? But cutting a hole in a Bible, isn't that sort of next to blemishing?
well, there was a beautiful cross in it. I'm sure it.
It evens out.
Yeah, what he said.
Also, we didn't do it, so it's fine. We're not the ones going to
Can't
hell.
argue with that
Not for-
logic.
No, and we remedied it. We freed this beautiful cross.
Yes, of course. It's,
Yes. Makes sense. Our good souls are intact, I think. I look
For-
at my glass, which is empty, which I know.
I take out whatever
Can't
few
trust
coins,
anyone these days.
whatever few coins I have from whatever scam I've been running lately, and just hand them to Amy, and just like another 2 rounds for the table.
Of course, of course.
What do we do about jewels? I look at the cross.
I
Yeah.
do know someone, but I'm not sure how much they like me at the moment, but
Well, they like valuables.
exactly. Usually that helps a lot with bringing something in that's
Uh,
hopefully real this time.
Archie, do you owe them money?
No, kind of, but not really that much. I mean,
But
I don't
mean,
think so.
Archie.
I mean, I might have told a quite elaborate story about where a certain piece of jewelry was from, but I can't say it wasn't from there. Just didn't have any confirmation at all. And also I made it all up.
Great. And this is the only fence we know.
Not the only one, just the closest one. Just
Don't
the
we
most
know-
recent one I've insulted.
Because I weigh it in my hand. It is a value, right?
It's definitely of value, you believe.
I'm
This-
guessing what's the question is on, but it's what's most valuable, the whole thing in one go, or taking them their jewels off and selling them separate, and then melting the silver down and selling it as silver.
Well,
Definitely
look at
together.
him. I'm like, I lean back with my drink. He has a point.
Well, I do know some priests who, well, like to be quite embellished, so,
Oh.
maybe they have a few.
Oh, well, they like to be fancy, don't they?
Well,
Walk
yes.
around. Pompous.
Maybe this. It seems a little Italian, don't you think?
I could go with Italian.
Yeah, maybe like somewhere close to
Italian-
Rome.
Right?
For whopping, that's for sure.
I think you can spin a tale, can't you, Archie Dearest?
Ah, always.
Ah,
Always.
great.
Everybody roll a history roll.
What the hell is a history roll?
Difficulty DC 15. To see if you can.
Come
if you
on,
know
roll
the
a
nature of this
100,
cross.
probably the
No,
only
I
thing.
cannot. 7.
What is history? Where do we have it? Oh, I have 16.
You had 16.
I rolled the 14. And I have 2.
This isn't okay.
I don't think
One.
Archibald knows any actual history, but he's really good at making them up.
It was
own
a 16 I
version of
needed
history.
to get.
15.
15? Come on, roll 16 or better. 17, 16.
You remember
Wow.
us from the nunnery where we were orphans.
Yeah.
Wow, even when Stevedore knows things that Archibald doesn't know, he's just like,
Yeah, but it's.
Well, he
it's-
did do a lot of. He did probably do like
Penance.
twice as much schoolwork, or at least twice as many hours of schoolwork as the rest of you.
No, but you recognize the style of the cross. It is from the same order as the Catholic schools you both went to as children. So it's definitely French. It's definitely more than 150 years old. So
That's proper antique. That is
Quite
It's
a
worth a
pretty
lot of
penny.
money.
So breaking it apart would devalue the significance.
Definitely, probably, yeah. Of course, the problem is finding someone with enough money to buy it as it for what it's really worth, though.
But isn't there like
Archie just looking at Stevedore sort of just like in awe of like, he actually has something to say. And just like, wait a
all
minute, he
all
knows
those
something.
hours spent staring into the corner of the room in Sunday school. I mean, he probably was made to read the Bible like 15 times, and he probably understood like afterwards like 2% of it. Or even can read and write is probably quite an achievement from the penguins.
But we have choices then. We can sell it back to the clergy privately.
Collectors, though, if
Collectors
it's
would
actually
probably pay more.
O's.
Not the penguins. Not the penguins.
Calm down, Stevie.
And, like one thing that makes him feel like a little boy again, and like 2 feet tall. That's a religious order. I still remember all the
know
beatings.
someone from one of those quite a little elaborate parties where they buy things to enhance performance that might be interested in something like this.
I think that's the best bet we have right now.
It certainly
Stevie
ain't gonna sell it around here, that's for sure.
No,
We
we're
need
not
someone
good.
else, one of the posh people, you two know.
The fancy
No one.
folk.
No one here, no in Whitechapel's gonna buy that. You need
Can
to
you
go to
make
the
this
city.
happen, Archibald?
With time, yes. Anything can happen to you.
But time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just walk in like off the street right now with this and go, "Hey, would anybody like to buy it?" You think that's gonna go? No, I need at least, well, maybe a week.
What?
Do you want money or do you want good money?
I want everything. If
Exactly.
you're gonna...
And it takes a little bit of time to get a good price.
Time.
What do you think
Always
you're gonna make
time.
a scheme out of this?
It's more about finding the right person.
But don't we know? We should know someone that knows someone that knows someone.
Exactly, but it takes time to talk to that person and for them to talk to the person and for that person to talk to the other person to then get back to us.
Well, get to writing or tally ho.
I'll meet
Archie
them in
there.
the morning. If I go there right now, they're gonna be quite angry.
Why? Because it's late?
Yes, because it's late. I know.
Oh, Jane.
But
It's quite different when I knock on someone's door at this hour when opposed to when you do so.
wow, how rude. True, but rude. But true.
My point exactly.
Well, not necessarily, because my co-worker down at the dock, Bob, he says there's this place over there on Fillmore Street where you... Oh, never mind.
No. Stevie Dearest.
Go on.
Oh no,
You're always surprised
here
me
with
once
such a
today.
pretty penny. I mean, probably had to put a wig on him and some other clothes, but I'm sure we could get a good sum.
I look at Auntie. What is happening?
No.
Are we really going?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't quite paying attention to what you were actually talking about.
Are you trying to sell me off for the night?
No, I just said that it was a possibility.
To sell him off?
I mean, you can't go out and work.
No.
No,
You might be get butchered. They ain't
I-
butchering men,
I-
they're butchering
I-
women.
Yeah.
What I see is about the time we have some sort of equality here.
Molly.
Well, yeah.
He's fancy enough, isn't he? So, I think we are left with two choices, gentlemen. Either Archie puts a wig on, gets
No.
coin, or Archie, we go to the fellows and we get the coin. Because we broke. We're sitting here eating off empty plates and then drinking off empty cups. Isn't your belly screaming? Look at him. Look at Stevie. He's a growing boy.
If that boy grows anymore now, I don't think there will be a house in London that man will fit into.
We can
Yes,
at least venture there and see if it's a possibility to get
Right now?
a looky-loo.
There's a third
Right
option.
now, tonight, out in the dark,
What
when
else?
he's still out there.
Well, we're three, aren't we? And he.
Oh, yeah, but
Well,
he comes
4.5
if he
if you
comes.
count.
Right, we are we're a brigade, Archibald.
We could dress her up as a man. Then he wouldn't go after her. I mean, if a man can dress up women, we could dress a woman up like a man.
Or
She'd
we
be
can
safe.
sit here and listen to him all night, Archie.
But like I said, there's a third option actually. Like between these things, because I happen to hear at the dock tomorrow that they might be hiring some more people to load a ship tomorrow with some nice cargo.
But they would never hire me, dearest.
No.
Load a ship with these
It's
delicate
sitting in a
hands.
warehouse right now, though. No, just sitting there, waiting to be carried aboard the ship.
Oh, we have this extremely valuable little thing that doesn't take much to carry, and we're not going to break a sweat visiting this individual that you are thinking of, Archie.
Let's try to pawn one thing at a time.
But let's make sure it's not you.
Yes, preferably. I don't even have a wig, so...
Well, obviously Mina is not super keen on patience, because this thing is burning, and she's just thinking all the fun and all the hurrahs and good nights of sleep they can get out of this thing.
Yeah, and also trying to distract yourself from
Yeah, there's a ripper in the street.
the gruesome murders.
Well, yeah, okay, that's second, sure.
Well, I'm running out of money and I got rent to pay tomorrow.
We're all running out of money. We're all hungry and piss poor.
Whenever you say piss poor, it stings a little more than usual.
Yeah, apropos that.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Archie-dears. I knew you would
It's
be
my
sad.
face getting punched anyway.
Well, if anyone punches your face, they'll have to punch mine first. And I can't reach it.
You know what? That's a fair point. Never been around with you before, so let's go.
Evening, John. Evening, Amy. And you take care now, right? Don't let her walk home alone.
Of course not.
No, I sit down and I give her a hug and stay safe and stay off the streets. I'm sure Big John will keep you up in here and you can do trade from his establishment, I'm sure.
Of course I can. Big John says.
And I assume as all of our drinks come as we're about to leave, it's just like, yeah, I'll just let her have it.
No, it's just the second round.
Yeah.
No, I turn back and I drink a little bit and then I run after them.
Yeah. Stephen
Poor.
Jones
Miss Poor.
quaffs. And we all know quaffing is kind of like drinking, just with a bit more spilling.
Yeah.
Gunk. And then he walks out
The waste
into
of that
the
boy.
foggy night.
Yeah. London autumn is wet. It's cold.
Remind me again why we don't live in Jamaica or Barbados.
Costs money to take a fare across the ocean, unless you're going to become a sailor, but you know, they don't take your kind, because you bring bad luck to ships.
Yeah. So
Also,
what's between my legs sinks ships, I've been told.
let's not go there.
You see the fog is coming rolling up the Thames.
Ugh, that
Icy
is
cold.
like a soup.
Oh, it's thicker than soup. It's one of those
Porridge.
foggy nights where you probably just can... In some parts you can't even see across the streets.
I grab a hold of Stevedore.
Puts his arm around her. Don't you worry, Mina. I mean, it's not probably true that you will sink a ship just by stepping on it. Because why I figure it, I had a friend who used to work at the docks. He sometimes went aboard ships, and every ship he stepped on had a tendency to sink. Poor old Gru.
That's sweet. Steve, that's sweet.
So where are we going to? Where's that friend of yours living, Archibald?
It should be, let me think. Well, let's let's piss off a few people tonight and just ask for prices. First one should be about 2 blocks down here.
Lead on.
I'll lead off to where one of the pawn guys I know
Yeah,
of.
one of the regular fences.
Not the one I've pissed off two
Recently.
reasons, but
No,
Might be getting you in trouble,
This is within the near vicinity of the ass and the donkey, so
yeah.
Oh,
here
wait a
we
minute.
can keep
Are we-
things civil.
Is there any because there's not any trouble of us not any chance of us getting into any trouble here, are we? I mean, might not get in a fight, do we?
Never know.
Not over this, but it is London.
That's true. Let's just stop quickly by my lodgings before we head over there.
Do you want your accessory?
Can't hurt. I bring a bit of, bring on Matilda just in case.
Oh, I do like when you bring Matilda. It kind of sets the stage. I support Matilda.
Don't knock on the door with her yet.
No, I won't. He springs up into the sort of probably little back cot loft thing he rents, probably leaky roof and drafty as hell. And he picks up his maul, his working sledgehammer, and puts it easily over his shoulder and walks on again to the others.
Well, I'm always packing. I got baby girl on my hip at every given time.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
he's a big, strong,
Yeah.
intimidating guy, but throw a sledgehammer over his shoulder. People tend not to mess with him.
You don't want to piss that man off.
Yeah.
I do feel safe with them both, especially with him when he's walking around with Matilda.
Yeah, you've never seen him fight with it though,
No,
but you've heard some stories.
Yeah, and I think it would be a spectacle. And
When
if
he-
he's in a pinch, we can arrange a fight.
But also, we don't need to fight when he's walking around with Matilda.
No,
Because people look at that and gonna be like, yeah, no.
no, yeah, fat no.
And when he's up there, he picks up the small bottle of probably gin. It's probably like
Yeah.
diluted poison that he's got in his body, and goes back, take a clog of it, and hands it over to Archibald first, and then he can hand it over to Mina, so we can all have a share the that, and then also he picks up a little loaf of bread, the last piece of a loaf of bread he has, and like mumbling on that, munching on that as he walks.
Well, he's a growing boy after all.
After all.
The gin
They-
is rancid.
Oh yeah, it's like Archie takes a very small sip of the gin, just like he barely touches his lips, and Jen passes it
It's
on.
Like-
probably more strength of
Definitely
like
not filtered.
Oh no.
Maybe through a sock.
I think I lost some eyelashes.
It's
the
not
salt
filtered,
didn't
it's
help.
probably been watered down like a plenty.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's different.
Don't start a gin bar, my dearest.
Well, 5 minutes after the stop at Stevedore's, you find Freddy the Fence.
Just start like I go to the side door, not the front door. 'Cause
No,
it's late,
no,
so
no,
just-
nobody goes through the front door at this
Exactly.
time of night.
Exactly.
But it's at this
So-
time of night he does his best. He does his best
business.
business. Because this is the time
I go
when sailors
and I-
come to pawn off something to buy around for the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason he is this close to the bar area.
I go over to the door and I do the knock, whatever knock it is for Freddy.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
The
I
fair
might
knock.
have to go through like a 3 or 4 different knocks because I never quite remember which knock is for which pawn guy. Just like, which,
You see,
and
this-
eventually it just goes like, Freddy, it's me, it's Archie.
Yeah, you see it. You see the door open slightly, and you see this curly head of hair and a slight, not a 5 o'clock shadow, more of a 9 o'clock in the night shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, Archie, come on in.
Hey, Freddy, how you doing?
It's a bad night. It's been a
It
bad,
is.
It's been a bad year.
Oh,
Well, we're walking in as well. How's the missus, Freddy?
Dead. Still.
so some
Right.
some good news on that front at least.
Yeah, may she never come back.
No, by all of the gods.
Proper scary that would be.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we got you, Steve.
So, what have you brought?
Well, I first take up the Bible. Now you see this one. I'm not going to sell you anything on it, and I just open it and it's empty. But in it, we found, and I just look over to Mina because I assume she's been carrying it all along.
Picking it out of the cleavage. This little beauty.
He takes the cross. He keeps looking at your cleavage. Nice.
I know.
Does Stephen Joe Jones notice that?
I
He's a bit
wish I had
protective.
more money to give you.
Do you know anybody who does? If you treat us right here, we'll hand you a little fee for, helping.
Yeah, I
Kindest
was-
fee, so to speak.
the most I can
One of
give you
them,
for
their
this,
consolation fees.
the most I can give you for this is £150 sterling.
But you said you wished you had more.
Yes.
Do you know anybody who does have more?
Like, I grab onto Stephen and like...
Yeah, there is this guy in the lodge.
What did you say?
Yeah, he's a geezer. He's
I
a
like
collector
geezers.
of all things that is considered magical. You know?
And as soon as those words come out, Archibald sort of really leans in.
Is the man saying what I think he's saying, Archie?
Yeah, but you'll need a referral. Of course, I can give you a letter.
Better yet, you could come along. No missus to keep you warm anyways.
No, but no. The guys in the lodge. To be honest, they scare the living shit out of me.
Lodge?
I point at the Steve.
Yeah,
Lodge? Like
they
lodge.
scare me more than him. Well, he doesn't scare me that much. He's big and strong, but you can see behind those eyes he's a
You
nice
would
guy.
be surprised sometimes, believe me.
Shivron leans down and whispers into, whispers into Lindsay. You see, talking about them there masonries, folks, because I've been hearing that the Ripper's one of them.
Yeah.
Is it, though? Masonries you are speaking of, the lodge.
Somewhat. They're not masonries. They're
One of them, gentlemen's
Masons.
clubs.
Masons,
Yes.
not masonries. That's Stephen George.
Fancy man with too much money, calling themselves gentlemen.
yes.
Not done a honest
Reading
day of
books
work
in
in their
Latin.
life.
Freddie,
She's
how
spit-
much for such a letter of, well, not recommendation, I would say, but
Introduction.
A letter of introduction. Yeah. I would need at least 20 quid for that.
could we possibly pay that after we get paid?
Well, after the fact, I would need at least 15%. And that would be cutting my own throat.
That doesn't sound like a sensible deal. Your
You-
throat will not be in the vicinity of any cutting. Ours
It's
would
my
be.
signature. And these men are men of power. These men are men of...
15.
Yeah, they give me the shivers.
Can we parlay, gentlemen? To Archie and Stevie.
Yeah. Just a moment, Freddie.
What would I want? One read in
What are we
Latin. It's
thinking?
hard enough to read in English.
I mean, 20 quid and 15%? I mean, come
No.
on.
Well,
we
no,
don't
no,
think-
that was
know the
either
word.
either. I mean,
We don't. 15% then is more than enough, or 20 quid is more than enough. He cannot
Yeah.
have both.
Yeah, I was thinking that maybe we cut down the price of the introduction and then, well, I sort of just look around in my pockets and take out like a broken watch that I have that I definitely stole from someone. Just like, it looks okay, but it hasn't worked probably ever. I don't have too much at the moment, so. But yeah, one or the other.
Well, because he says he could pay up front now £150.
Yeah,
say it's worth twice or thrice of that. 15% of that would be.
well, it's well more than 20 quid, so
He cannot have both.
no. I think even 15% is a little much, because, 85, splitting that on 3, that's hard. So I'm thinking 10%. That way we get 30 each.
Agreeable. Make it so, Archie.
I'll be-
I
I'll
lean
be-
back.
Are we certain about these prices?
Stevedore's just still counting, trying to get to 150.
Stephen Doro is just quickly calculating what 150 pounds is the equivalent of 2021 money, and it's like, deal.
Well, we are greedy bastards, and if somebody says more, I want all the gnomes.
Yes, of course, more. Freddie, we don't even know how much this is worth, and if you say you give us 150 quid, maybe, and they probably more, so they will throw us about 200 quid, maybe, if we're lucky, and then you want first 20 quid and then 15% more. That means you've already taken most of it, haven't you already? That gives you 25%, and we're the ones with the one thing in possession. I'm thinking, let's say 10% of whatever we sell it for, and that is more than fair, I think, and you will get this beautiful watch.
Persuasion roll, DC 15.
All right. Persuasion.
I'm so into this. It's just like leaning him. Do this.
That's a natural 20, so 25.
Oh!
Holy fuck, those dice are creepy. I have no, but like when I roll a natural 20 now, I hear the heartbeat. Yeah, dun dun dun. I was like,
That
what the
is a particularly fine watch.
I'm like, what?
And it doesn't take much for it to work.
Are we looking at the same watch? I'm thinking, I'm not going to question it.
He picks up his tiny little looking glass, looks at the watch, turns it around. Fuck, it's broken. Tosses the looking glass, gives you his hand, and
I thought
Takes
he
his
threw the
hand.
watch.
no, the looking glass, not the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have ourselves a deal.
Excellent, my friend, excellent.
Just
And
give
this
me a
is
few.
why we came to you first.
Of course. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll write you up a letter with a seal, the whole shebang.
Excellent, excellent.
Places himself behind the desk, takes out the quill, takes out the fine paper, the candle, the wax seal, and starts writing. 5 minutes later, you have a nicely folded, sealed letter of recommendation. Just in nice writing in the front, the lodge.
Can you smell
And
that?
there is
gentleman?
the address. In Kensington.
That's our future beckoning.
That's there's the Kenton. That's push. That's push.
Oh, don't worry about
That's
it.
posher than
It's
push.
nighttime.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Stevedore. We'll take good care of you.
Kensington Palace Green.
But you
Yeah.
were nice to him. You did give him a nice watch. I gave him a nice watch. Even told the time rightly 2 times a day.
Well, that's more than many watches, I presume. When they have both their dials. How the hell? Great negotiations, though.
Yeah, so just shake his hand and sort of get out of there before he
Changes his
we
mind.
talk before we talk too much and my giant grin of can't believe that actually worked.
Off we go to see the posh people.
But it's well beyond midnight.
But
It's quite far to Kensington.
Can we do this in the morning? I would like to be at least look somewhat or be somewhat awake.
fine, sure.
Also, they'll be happier in the morning after they had breakfast, and happy people give more money than angry
Have to
people.
be late in the day though, because a lot of posh people sleep long. Not getting up early to do some honest work. Them there, fellas. Oh no.
Well, after lunch then. 12, noon. Noon is good. Noon is good. You keep the letter, I'll keep the cross. And Steve will keep his wits about him.
I'll keep you. And he like lifts Nemo up under his arm.
And he keeps me. Right.
He laughs and he puts it down.
All right. Well, we all need to go home, and you're going home first. Just pointing at Mina.
Oh yeah. Wait, let me hold our sight.
This is nonsense. You know I can take care of
No, it's not
myself.
nonsense, little sister. It's good common sense.
Can I please have a now that my brain
A
stopped.
song and dance number.
Yes.
Sure. Jazz hands.
No, I want a perception roll.
Ooh.
Difficulty 15. From all of you.
Perception.
No.
That's a big fat no. 12.
I got 6.
Oh! What? Perception. I have 12.
You have 12. Well, at this particular moment, you are in a side alley. And which way do you turn? Do you turn right or left to exit this alley?
Well, I'm like being held onto by Steve Dearest.
No, if he puts you down again, he'll like just lift you up for a little while, put you on again.
I brush up my skirts and I walk ahead like...
I don't know, where do we live in relation to each other?
Quite close, actually.
Yeah.
Within a 2-block radius.
Okay, so let's we'll just walk and turn. We're not playing we're walking home. We all know where Mina lives. We're just gonna go where Mina lives, and not thinking too much of it, and just take a step.
Yeah.
I rent from the old widow Bottomsley.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you exit the side alley, you see that the fog now has become quite thicker.
Cut it with a knife.
It's almost like you could.
Pea soup.
Yeah, you can't see across the street. And now it feels like it's almost like the fog is trying to grab you. It's almost like you can feel the hands of the entity that is the fog. You turn around and see to try to look back into the alley, and it's not there.
And Steve Doris Jones' hand slipped down, and he grabs a hold of Mina's hand, holding in his hand.
And I'm usually quite brave, but I actually grab it back, and I grab the cross, and I'm like...
And you start to feel the neck here stand on the back of your
Just
hair.
put the letter sort of like in the inner pocket.
Yeah.
Not the first inner pocket, the hidden inner pocket under there again, just because, I hang around with people who pickpocket all the day. So.
Yeah. This is November, and it's supposed to be cold, but it's not supposed to be this cold. This is walking over your own grave cold. This you can almost feel the fog is reaching in under your skirts, inside your shirts, trying to get into your pockets, into your mind, into your nose, into your soul. And it's deadly silent.
The fog can't actually steal things from us, can it? And just double check.
Only your mind.
Bloody Blue Ripper picked a good night to get away with his shenanigans, that evil bastard. Can't even find my own feet in this fog.
I look around. I feel lost.
Oh, don't worry.
Where's the road? Where do we go from here?
Yeah, you look down.
Can
You
you
can't even see the road. You can feel the cobblestones though.
That's exactly what I do in my cheap boots, because I can't afford to buy decent boots. I have to buy the cardboard-filled cheap kind that lasts about a season and springs a leak. So I just start feeling for the cobblestones on my feet, so I can try to navigate through the feel of my feet where we're going.
Archibald sort of reaches out, sort of tries to touch where he thinks the building is.
It's not there.
It's just like...
Did we exit the wrong way from the alley? Like, should we have gone... Did we turn left or right? Should we have turned right? Did we turn left? Should we have...
I'm confused. We know these streets.
Yeah, I do admit...
Cobblestone don't feel right.
I do admit I was a bit distracted by looking at the seal and trying to see if I could replicate it in any way, but we stepped out and then...
Can I have another perception roll from you?
Of course you can.
Still
It's
difficulty.
so great last time.
Still difficulty 15.
Hey, 17.
Hey.
Meaning I rolled a 15 this time. So.
16!
Let's see. Perception. No. 11.
No, you've got the fair. The rest of you can hear something that sounds like a church bell.
Do you
Tolling.
guys hear that?
No.
It's
I can't hear anything. I can't hear you. I can't hear myself.
Close
It's
to here.
impossible to hear quite where this sound is coming from. But you count 1, 2, 8, 11, 12. Midnight was 2 hours ago.
What's going on?
See?
The clergy is drunk again.
But where does this sound come from? I stare
Well,
into the thickness of the fog.
the church shouldn't be this close. Not
Should
with a
not.
bell. Not with a bell like that.
And then you hear a scream. One of
I
those
jump.
screams that just is like a dagger into your mind.
I
It's
grab hold of Steve.
Yeah, Archibald sort of instinctively
Grab-
puts his back against Steve's back, just like
He pulls Mina close, like holds her hand. Like, where did that come from?
I'd also grab my little pistol.
Was it a woman's scream? Or man?
a woman.
Archibald sort of holds his hands out. Not quite. He doesn't know anything about like fighting. He knows about throwing things and at people and running.
But
And he's just holding it, just like not sure what to sort of do.
this is where we can take a break.
Oh, no! Oh, so exciting!
And you guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing and you want more of this, just hit the bell, give the thumbs up. A
But
comment,
it's
maybe.
just a break. It's just a break.
Yeah,
Or
it's
it's an
just a
episode. It's
No,
yeah,
it's
it's not.
not. It's just a break.
Oh, it's
But still,
okay.
bells and whistles.
Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
And
Do
we'll
it
be
now.
right back. And we are back. As our friends are lost in the fog, they heard the tolling of a bell. And then suddenly a sharp scream. Quite close. And then another scream, the same voice. Cut short. Ending in some sort of gurgling sound as the life departs this poor soul.
We need to catch him. We need to stop him.
Mina,
It's murder. It's
You know
murder,
you
I'm
have to-
sure.
I'm gonna crush his mom. I'm gonna. Can I tell where from the sound is coming?
Yeah.
Any hope?
Right now you see the fog is dispersing, and you, the three of you are looking into an alley. Not the same alley you left. This is a different alley altogether. The smells are mostly the same. It's the smell of a big city. It's the smell of piss and shit and sick and horse feces, booze and smog. But yet there is something quite different in the air.
How did we get turned so about? Where is this scream coming from?
What street is this, even?
You take a quick look up in the house's corner, and you see that you are in Moorgate Boulevard.
Do we know it?
No.
I don't know this. We know these streets at the back of our hands. What is this?
We must have gone completely turned around.
This is nowhere close to where we was, and, the fog came in, and we didn't sprint for an hour.
So how?
Perception, difficulty 12, please.
Oh, that sounds so wet. Dirty 20.
15 plus 7 is 22.
Damn.
Come on, roll.
Just stick that natural 20 up your...
No, it wasn't a natural 20, it was a dirty 20. Dirty
it's a
20
dirty.
means it's a total of 20, but without being a natural 20.
Oh, it wasn't a natural.
13.
Yeah.
But
19,
boom.
20, and 22.
We're fucking on.
Yeah.
we're
Well,
on.
you feel the breeze. Maybe it's a sea breeze. Maybe it's just the chill that comes from your bones. But the fog disperses, and you see into a small, narrow alleyway. It's not that deep. You see a man with a top hat and a black woolen cloak. He is bent over another person.
Murderer, I whisper.
As you do that, the person turns around. You can see his silhouette from the street lamp on your corner, and he looks a bit shocked, and he starts running.
Archibald
towards
sort of
you.
just reaches a hand out in instinct and just sort of hoping something happens, but he doesn't really. He's not a fighter, and he doesn't have a gun. He has a dagger on him that he really doesn't want to use.
Yeah.
I think Steve Doyle just lets go of Mina's hands, grab the maul with both hands, and stop, you murdering bastard! And starts running after him.
Well, he actually comes running towards you.
Oh!
Towards us. Well, then it's gonna be a meeting of the minds.
I step to the side and I aim my gun at him.
You do
I
that.
hold it.
I step out of the way for both of these because I don't want to be shot or in the way of Stevedore.
There is something about the movement of this person that in no way seems natural. It is like seeing a man with the grace of a cat. Because it is like he's just narrowly dodging the maul of Stevedore. And then he almost runs up the wall next to Mina. And with 2 jumps, he's gone in the night.
He probably planted the maul either in the side of the building or down in the ground.
Yeah, probably in the side of the building.
Where the hell did it go?
What on God's earth was that?
Slippery
Another
little...
perception from the 3 of you, please. Still difficulty 12.
15.
15.
1. Natural 1.
No, you got some dust in in your eyes, Stevedore, from the maul hitting the wall.
I'll get you
The other 2 of you sees a black carriage drawn by 2 horses galloping past at really high speed.
Did the man thing get into that carriage?
Signs points to yes.
Mina, hand me the cross.
I yank it off. I give it to him.
I hold the cross and like just trying to remember anything, because Archibald has a little dabbling in the occult.
Yeah.
Just holding it, trying to remember anything to sort of just what I've read on how to stop people or like how to sort of put a halt on someone or something.
Yes.
And since
roll,
this was mentioned magical, he just like holds it up and
roll Arcana, difficulty 13.
Initiate the warlock.
oh, that was almost great. It's a 9. It was sort of like just lying there on 14 and just like nah.
No, but still, you have a sense of grabbing onto something. It is almost like putting your hands into a river. You feel some kind of stream that goes through this, can you say world? Because there is an undercurrent behind the reality you feel. And you have read about this. There have been some theories about a weave or about ley lines. And now it's almost like you can feel that, but it tastes dirty. It tastes dark. But you can see the hair on the back of your arms. They are standing right up. You can feel the hairs in the back of your neck. They are. It's almost like electric. There is something there. You can feel it. But the carriage moves into the night.
What a wild thing was that?
Oh.
I'll make a quick pace. Steve, as I move towards his victim, I presume.
Yeah.
Is she?
Hold on, dearest.
Archibald is sort of just caught up in the moment of now actually for the first time actually feeling something of all the things he's been reading about and talking about and being called crazy, but just so he just has a moment. So he's just he's not screaming, but just thinking to himself, I was right, and just sort of looking at this cross.
Oh, you feel there is something that there is. It's like it's almost like the cross is what connects you to this weave, to this force, to this stream that is beyond this reality.
Do you say it was on a necklace?
It was not a necklace, but maybe Mina put it.
Yeah,
on
I
one of
just
hers.
fastened it.
Yeah. So just sort of tucks it, or holds it for a few moments before tucks it back into the pocket, because he doesn't have a necklace or anything to put it on at the moment. So.
You
But
go
just-
over to the victim, Mina.
Yes, I'm hoping Steve though is following.
Yeah, I'll walk with her.
I want from you, Mina, an intelligence saving throw.
That's a 20 with.
Your intelligence bonus. And for you, I believe that is a +5. And I need that
No, it's a +2.
Intelligence? Yes, but there's also your proficiency bonus on top of that. And that's a +3.
That's. Okay, so I rolled
Yeah.
11 +2 +3.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Total of 16.
Yes, that is way beyond. No, actually, just beyond the difficulty of 15. What you see is a young girl, and she is pretty much wearing what the girls of London would be wearing in this kind of work.
Street girl.
Yeah. She's young. Not in her 20s, I think. And she lies in quite an unnatural state. That's the first thing you see. Her arms are twisted into shapes she should have been. Her head is twisted backwards. And then you see a knife has cut her throat deeply, like a big second grin. In that wound you can see the windpipe. You can see muscles, tendons. You can even see all the way into the spine.
Well, I avert my gaze when it's evidently clear that there's nothing to do with the poor girl.
No. She's very much, very, very dead.
Vile. Stevedore, this is vile.
Stevedore is standing there, like not looking, like he's looking down. It's just sadness overwhelming him, and he hugs Mina and starts crying a little bit.
Oh,
Can I have an intelligence saving throw from Stevedore too, as he sees this?
Saving throws on the front page, isn't it?
Yep.
No. Saving throw. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, this is not going to be good. No.
Ooh.
What did you roll?
I got a 3.
Ew.
So,
-1.
So that's 2.
and that is a failure margin of more than 11.
Yep.
Did you do a boo-boo?
He did a boo-boo. You
What
feel
bigger boo-boo?
you feel the fear grabs hold of you. You feel your heart racing. You feel like your heart is going to explode.
Stevedore, dearest, calm yourself. This is no time for panic.
Archie, can I have another perception difficulty 12 from you?
A perception that you can. No, you cannot. That's a natural 1.
Oh my gosh!
He's very caught up in
Feeling himself.
Yeah.
just trying to think of everything that's... If is all of it true? It's just some of it true. What is true of it? Because there's definitely something there.
I smack at Stevedore. Snap out of it, big man. No, don't cry more. No, oh, no. Calm yourself, man. Calm yourself.
He like backs up and gets a wall and he slumps down into it and
I'm
sits
like,
down.
oh,
And
I thought it was gonna be better if I smacked him, and now he's like, I feel bad. I smacked him. I'm like, oh, Archie, help!
What? Oh, yes. Sort of just comes over and like, what in the...
he's like shaking and yeah. Here, standing on the edge of his house, standing on the edge of his...
I'm guessing it was just holding around her skirts and stuff, but she's like, all this fabric!
Mina, can I have another perception difficulty 12 from you?
What? Wasn't my natural 1 enough to see
No.
what I was...
Only 10.
Only 10.
If there's no proficiency or anything else, it's only 10.
10 plus your perception from the character sheet.
Yeah, I've done that.
And
That
that
is a
is-
3 plus. No, I got roll a 3, so 3
Yeah, okay,
plus.
then it's 10, yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
10.
Yeah, you do not see the crowd that is gathering at the entrance to the
No, because like
to the alley.
Stevedore is in uproar, and I'm like trying. Archie, like,
And you do not see the tall and quite handsome fellow that is coming through the crowd, wearing a black duster coat, a rapier at his hip, and actually a chainmail. He has a scar on the bridge of his nose. A nose that has definitely been broken. His hair is slicked back with grease, and it's just this lock of hair going down between his eyes, giving him quite a nonchalant look. People, what have we here?
That way, and Archie sort of just points to the direction that the man / creature ran. And she's like, he went that way, and there was a carriage.
they murdered this poor girl.
He takes a few steps towards the body, points to two of his followers that is just in his heels, points down the street, points
He's
to
wearing
others,
a top hat.
points to the body, and to the last one. You go fetch the dog.
Who are you, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry, it's terribly rude of me. My name is Inspector Andrew Logan.
From the yard?
From the yard. He looks at you with like a question mark.
You said inspector.
Yes, from the Paradon Police Department.
The what and the who now?
So, which part of London is this?
Exactly. We seem to be lost.
This is not where we left.
No, this is not London, this is Paradon. I don't know this London of which you're talking.
How do you not know? Everybody knows London. Even China knows of London.
It's the capital of the world, sir.
I'm sorry, what was this place called?
Paradon.
Paradon.
Is he quite right in the head, Archie?
Are we quite right? I'm not sure if I'm quite right in the head. We were just in London.
We still are, good man. What could we else be?
I mean, whatever that spirit in the vial was strong, but it wasn't that strong. We've had worse.
We've seen circus performers doing great feats. The gypsies and whatnot. I tapped the sweet Steve on the head. Come now. You need to calm yourself.
Inspector, does this happen often around here? As gesture towards the body, which I haven't looked at yet, and just know where it is.
Well, I don't think this is the right place to talk about this. Apparently, you are not from around here, and this much is apparent. Now there happens to be a drinking, an alehouse, just around the corner, the Twin Sons.
The Twin Sons?
Yes, we can meet there in 30 minutes. I just have to wrap up this crime
I knew
scene.
all the local pubs around.
Twin Sons?
The Twin Sons. Well, the name is.
Do you know the ass and the donkey, sir?
What?
You heard it. Why are you
The
laughing
ass
at a
and the
moment like
donkey.
this?
What kind of name is that for a bar?
It's a great place.
It's a suitable name.
It's truly in the ass of nowhere, and it looks like only a donkey would live there.
What he said.
Well, that would make sense. Tim,
This is-
I
show these
do
people
need a
to
drink,
the
though.
twin sons. I'll be there in 10, 15 minutes. A young soldier.
I
comes
have
up.
discreetly put my gun away, mind you.
Yeah. A young soldier comes up and, ma'am, sirs, let me please show you the way.
Miss. And
Miss.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Stevedore.
Just look
Dearest.
at him and just looking at the uniform, just like this.
The
I assume
uniform.
this is not
No, the uniform
standard
is
police
really,
uniform.
really weird. It's more like the beefeaters in the tower than it is a proper police uniform.
Have we wandered into a Twilight
He
situation?
is carrying a spear. He has one of those helmets that looks like you should piss in them, and he has a tabard.
Like, have they, like, hired... I do not know. I will be concerned with Stevedore. Stevedore, dearest, you need to move your big feet.
Slowly gets up and crawls along the wall. Just
You need
grabs
quite a few
useless,
drinks.
Get used as a mole to stand up.
You see the people who are standing in the entrance to the alley. They wear mostly the same kind of clothing you do, although darker, more somber, and more woolly. They would, more thick wool, more like you would see in the north, maybe
Scotland.
Manchester, London in January, February.
Is this like a depressing traveling theatre?
Yeah, they're probably like potato eaters. Irish.
Ugh, not those.
I know.
You can only handle so much in one night.
We need more strong drink, I think. I leave.
Drink!
Yeah, I tap his big
Drink.
face. Stevedore,
Fuck!
dearest,
Drink!
you'll be okay.
Fuck!
He's
Pick-
unsettled, Archie.
Picks
Yeah.
up the maul and
Takes a lot.
let's go get drink.
Yeah.
We shall indeed.
You follow the young soldier. Let me see if I have.
I also look at him. This is
Walks hunched, scared, feeling the shadows crouching in over him, feeling small, vulnerable.
I'm not a superstitious gal, but Archie, I don't think we are where we think we are anymore.
You're gonna call me insane again.
More than what we just has transpired. Try me.
You know the things I've been talking about, the things I've been reading, and
Oh, all that hocus pocus, you
Yes.
bookish
there's
thingies.
Look,
something.
we're in city.
Look about tonight.
city.
What about this makes any fucking sense? What
None
like,
of it.
How can we, in a clear mind, say that this isn't magical? I felt something.
But
There's
we could,
something there. I know it.
But wait a second. I walk a little bit slower. We all three drank that thing with the cross. Does this has anything to do with that? Are we drugged? Are we transported? Is this some vile...
I don't
Dark.
think we're drugged.
No, but
But
even
we
if
were
I'm
going to
gonna...
Kensington, weren't we? So we wanted to go through the city. I mean, no, Ronda went up to the Moorgate, walking towards Kensington. But this doesn't really look like this city. It doesn't look posh enough.
If I'm going to follow your narrative, Archie, if all the things you've been reading about, talking about, even though I have knowledge about it thanks to you, I actually have 2 in Arcana, probably because of him.
You're welcome.
If I was to believe it, that means that I look around actually a little bit worried. I don't think these are the cobblestones of our familiar stomping grounds. Where we have been transported to, I'm unsure of. If we have, or if not, we are in purgatory, or we are drugged.
Or it's a shitty theater and someone is just pulling our legs. Let's go get some drink and collect our minds for a moment. But there's something
I
there.
constantly pat and coo over.
Guess he was
Stevedore.
right. Guess he was right.
Archibald
When he
has
wrote
gone
hell,
from...
this boy is hell.
It would not be. You're too good for hell, dearest. Sure, me and him. We know where we're going. But you, sweet thing.
I've talked myself out of worse things.
Feeling a little better with them talking, comforting him and going somewhere, but still the building seems tall and dark.
I
and
do
shadows
try. I
menacing
really do
and,
try to calm him.
Even though
still
most
had
of
this-
the buildings are only two stories
Oh,
high,
they feel like they're 10 or 12.
Oh, definitely. Luckily,
Everything being strange and wrong and terrible.
luckily, it's not far from the crime scene to the alehouse.
The two sons.
The twin sons.
Twin sons. So is it twin boys or sons?
The pub is called the Twin Sons, and you see the sign is two men with their arms around each other, holding a flagon of ale. 3 stairs down into the basement.
But it doesn't look unfriendly.
No, it doesn't
Stevedore.
look unfriendly at all.
We've been in worse places.
Of course we have.
Yeah, definitely.
Walks in and warm for the room. Or is it warm or cold?
Inside here, it's warm. You see the hearth is roaring. You see now why this is called the Twin Sons, because the two guys behind the bar are identical twins. Right now they're serving up glasses of wine, putting on the tray to the serving girl, and off she goes to the clientele.
Wherever we are, they serve drink in the same manner of fashion that we are accustomed to. So it can't be all that bad.
Now, if this truly was hell, they wouldn't have ale.
No, they would have Stevedore's piss water gin.
I don't think we'd
Diluted.
be even that lucky. It would be something French.
Oh, don't even say it. Vile.
Too sweet liqueur made from hazelnuts.
Where's my ale and rancid wine?
Where's my horribly bathtub gin?
Optimistic, it'd probably be teetotaling.
You see, there are a few tables that are available. Being past midnight, it's not too many people in here, but it's not all the way empty either. You see, of course, the area's drunk, sitting there with a empty cup, and he's swaying back and forth. You see a few other people in here. Let me see. Thin older man, quite big, burly, bearded guy sitting with a flagon of ale. Woman in his 30s. You see her. This is what you notice by her neon eyes. Her clothes, although somber and dark, are quite well made. You see those small details that
Embroideries and
Yeah.
stitches and stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So people may have style here, but they hide it well.
Devil's in the details. Is
Yeah,
it not?
and you smell a stew from the kitchen.
When did we last eat?
I think it was Tuesday.
Probably.
What day is it? I don't.
Sit down at the table and
Well, let's. I don't know what we have to pay with, but I'm sure we will scramble up something.
Archie starts looking through his pockets for anything.
Same.
He just comes out with like a few,
Links and two pence.
yeah, a few pence. Just like puts it on the table.
Tuppence. Just tuppence.
sit. He looks up towards the serving
The maid
wench.
comes over and what can I give you, good people?
Good evening. Could
Oh,
I have a
that's-
flagon of ale, please?
And the stew,
Oh yeah.
dearest.
But
Yeah. Can you
It's
all
been a-
put it on the inspector's tab, please?
it's been a horrible night. It's been a
yes.
horrible night.
Okay,
We're helping him in an investigation.
A round of
There's been a
food and
murder.
some drinks, and put it on the investigator, of course. Be right back.
Clever, Archie. Whew.
And just a few moments later, she arrives with 3 flagons of ale.
Thank you.
Take it slow there, big boy. Take it slow.
Although a little bit stale, it's not bad ale.
I'll do the trick. Settle poor Stevedos.
2 moments later, 3 bowls of stew.
Yum, 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 yum.
Vegetables.
Yeah, Archibald,
meat.
who's sort of has been holding sort of his posture and trying to act well. It's just as soon as he holds it up and just shovels it in.
It's warm.
Shove, yeah.
It's
I'm
warm
shoving.
and it's hearty.
Yeah.
Actually gives you almost a warm feeling.
He reaches
Okay.
into his
Food
pocket,
and drink.
picks the rest of the little bread that he picked up in his portmanteau, and he scoops up the last drops of the stew from the bowl and gobbles the bread up in one big go and washes it down with the rest of the ale.
So let's thank God we're not suspects in this murder.
Cozy place, yeah. Never
are
been
we?
in here before.
We are not. Surely we're not.
I
Can
mean,
remember it.
you should never put it past any police to be at their absolute worst and never figuring things out. So I wouldn't say we're 100% out of the spotlight yet, but if they have more than 2 brain cells to share, then they'd realize we would not do that and stand around and
Wail about it. I tap Stevedos' hand.
That's the second time the Rippers claimed 2 in one night. That's 6 people he's killed, no?
But it could not have been. Again, I'm confused of where exactly we are.
The maid just leans in. Miss, you're in Paradon.
And where exactly is Paradon, dearest?
Paradon lies within 2 seconds.
Paradise. Is that somewhere? No,
I was never good in geography either. So.
Is that somewhere near Kensington?
No, in Zeresia.
In what
Right.
now?
In Zeresia.
Sersia, in which part of...
Of England is that?
Of England? I do not understand what you're talking about.
Europe?
Europe? No.
Earth?
What?
Now you... you guys are funny. And she walks away.
I'm not going to freak out, Archie. I'm not going to freak out. But I'm freaking a little bit out.
Archie just sort of reaches in and takes out the cross and sort of just holds it. And tries to sort of just connect with whatever is that feeling he had when he felt. And he's like, while he's sitting there looking like he's thinking really hard.
Give me an Arcana difficulty 15.
Please, Jeebus. That's a 21.
Oi!
So is that somewhere near Belgravia? Is we near is that what's that? This must be someplace north of Belgravia. That must be. Can't even say. Know that in the place. You must have took a wrong turn. Headed north instead of west.
Oh, I wish it was so.
I also
wish
want
it
you
was
to
so.
roll a D100.
D100. Well, everyone
happy
was.
Just
No,
Archie.
him.
Oh.
Should I roll it to everyone or just you?
No, you can roll it to everyone.
I can't see it, so.
That's 85.
85. Okay.
I'm guessing
It
that's
is-
good.
Almost like you feel that the light in the room is dimming a bit. Just this. If it was electricity, you would believe that somebody would turn on something powerful in the next door, in the next room. Just that. Vroom. And you feel it. There is something. There is definitely something beyond the reality. It's powerful. And you feel you can touch into it. You feel you can. It's almost like a stream that is it's coming from all around you.
I try to, in some way, reach into it.
It is almost like trying to hold water while juggling kittens.
I feel Archibald certainly have tried at some points.
But you feel yes, there is something here. I can touch it. I can manipulate it. I can stretch it. It's there. But what do you do with it?
I try to sort of connect to it and either become a part of it or have it become a part of me. And since like it was dim, like I felt the light was dimming, try to sort of make some light.
Make some light. You focus on this blue stone in the cross, right in the middle of the cross. And you see there is almost like a light within that stone. And when you focus on that light, you see it becomes brighter and brighter. And you see it's glowing. It's almost like a torch. It's almost like one of those gas torches. And you can direct that light. Just like a bullseye lantern. And then you hear from the bar, "Oi! No magic in this establishment. Please."
Quickly snapped out of it and just like, did anybody else see that?
Did we?
Perception. Difficulty 12.
Perception.
My passive. That's investigation, so that's not this.
Oh, this is passive perception.
Nope.
18
Yes, that is beyond 12.
plus 7.
Yeah. Yeah. He made
A little
light.
bit over.
The cross was glowing.
What is going on, Archie?
I told you I wasn't just crazy.
Are you saying all that
No, you're also funny. Oh, I
holy
guess it's
pokey
funny.
stuff is real?
I'm saying that I just did that with my mind, and apparently this cross. And he said magic! So apparently... And just sort of loudly to the barkeep. Barkeep! Is magic...
Frowned upon.
Yeah. But it's real, right?
Of course it is.
I told you!
Hold up. Does everybody have it there, barkeep?
Are you crazy? Nobody
A little
wants
bit.
magic.
And why is that?
Because it might turn you into a newt. Or a toad.
Or shrubbery.
Or shrubbery.
You could get better, though.
Okay.
I had a friend who turned into a shrubbery.
Steve George
Okay.
leans over to Mina. What does it mean about magic?
Wherever we are, it seems to be like there is this power thing they call magic.
Yes. And it's real. And...
Just I know, dearest Stephen, just go with it for now. I'm sure
There's a
an
little bit more
explanation.
ale here, and just hand sort of like half a tankard.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, because you probably had too much talking about magic.
Okay, but that can be to our advantage then, I'm sure. Opportunities and such.
But I'm still not quite sure where in London we ended up. How long did we walk?
We're not in London, dearest. That much is for sure. Where we
Essex?
are is whatever that bizarre name they keep calling it. Paradigm?
Paradin, I think.
Paradin.
In somewhere.
Any of your knowledges, Archie, have you read on this place?
Is that like near Oxford?
Archie, how about?
I don't... I assume Archie has no idea at all.
Absolutely none.
Yeah.
whatsoever.
But it does think for a moment, just like... Not in the Americas. Definitely not in Asia. They didn't even know what Europe was.
Earth, even.
He said something about Sarustrum? Sarustra?
Sounds
Zarathustra?
Swedish. I had a
It's definitely a
Swedish boyfriend
word.
once.
Boyfriend, really?
Shut
what you're calling them now?
Shut your face, Archie. He was my boyfriend for 2 days. Still a boyfriend.
So you got a discount then, I assume?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
I made sure he had a good time and then his pocket was a little bit lighter.
At this
Not
point,
London.
the door opens. And this inspector fellow comes in again. He has this aura of authority around him. It's in the way he walks, in the way he carries himself. He knows that he owns the street. And he's walking towards you.
Couples walk that.
I just gesture to one of the empty chairs as to sort of, oh yeah, just have a seat, even though he's gonna have it anyway, but just to sort of try to hold
Yeah.
whatever minute.
Do you know
thing
that's where you put your ass down in the chair in front of the sailors? It's the same thing he does. He puts his arm on the back of the chair.
You ever been to Paris?
Quick.
I do not know what you are talking about, but I guess you are among the travelers. Sometimes,
no.
every now and then, strangers comes into this town.
No, not traveller. Born in London. Nothing Irish about me.
Strangers who just were somewhere else and have no idea about where any of this is and haven't heard it all about
Strangers. Lost ones.
So this is a common occurrence.
No, not so common. It happens
How
now and
often?
again, but
But common enough that you know of it.
well, it is my business to know when these things happen.
It's like once a month, once every 6 months,
Once a year.
every leap year.
Yeah, more of that.
Do you even have leap years here? Okay, well at least I know that.
That means I have to rule you out in this murder investigation.
Did you get the Ripper? Did you catch him? It was bloody fast. Thought I had the bastard, but he just 1 minute was there, another minute was gone.
But you
This
saw him.
is some good news.
You saw him, right?
Yeah, top hat. Jumped
Pe-
around inhuman-like, almost like a creature. Jumped on the wall, jumped off, and then
Got in his carriage and left.
Yeah.
You saw him,
Did he look?
and he saw you.
Pretty much.
well, he avoided the mallet and jumped past her. So unless he's blind, yeah, he would definitely have seen us.
Looked like a push tough.
That puts you three in grave danger.
More than
Stevedore
the
don't
fact
like the
that
sound of
we
that.
are not
Stevedore
even close
does.
to our homes anymore.
Stevedore does
Magic
not
is
like the sound of
real.
that.
And we have a total of 7 pence.
Well, 7
Yeah.
pence will give you a place to stay for a week and food for that time.
You have the
Croftsby
same
over there,
currency.
he will hook you up with a place to sleep.
That money takes you that far in this place.
Well, it's 7 pounds. That's a month's salary.
I've always heard about prices in London being high, but this is...
This ridiculousness. Okay.
Well, it would
Okay.
be. It would be.
But
Okay. Inspector man, sir. Clearly you know of us as travelers and such. Do you know of any travelers returning for whence they came?
well, I don't know. They've never they've never re-emerged. So
But how long does travelers usually stay here?
Or how quickly do they die?
that,
what he
my
said.
friend, is more of an interesting question. Not
I was
many
afraid so.
survive that long.
What? Do we explode? Die from food poisoning? What?
I think we're more likely to die from knife poisoning.
This guy here, he's a smart one. People who
Well.
don't get the customs, the culture, the communication, they end up in trouble. They die.
But can I get a sign that says traveler, please be kind?
You really don't want that, do you, miss?
Oh, it's good how that would go down back down
in this
to the
exact
docks.
moment, there is a murderer out there. He's seen you. And it's
But
quite
you're-
clear that, looking at your visage, there is absolutely not a chance in daylight that you are from this place.
But then why would he be threatened by us?
Because
Then
you've
he
seen
could
him.
have. Well, then, if he is such a boogeyman, why didn't he do something about us then and there?
He nods over to Stevedore.
If you had one chance of hitting him, I would have mushed him.
Yeah, I've just looked at him twice, and I don't want to fight him.
Well,
That's usually why. It's one of the reasons we bring him.
Yeah, of course. Smart you.
Well, but we don't want anybody looking like foreigners, because I know what happens to foreigners down in the docks. You might well walk around with a big sign that says, "Hey, please rob me."
And right in this very moment, the three of you are carrying this sign. You might not know it, but you are.
I mean, we're from London. How bad can it be?
I'm like, try. I dare you.
Well, let's not go there, please.
Well, Inspector, what do you recommend us to do?
In this very moment, I would, seeing it's this late, I would get a place to sleep. And, well, you have 7p amongst yourself, but I need eyes and ears. I need intelligent people, and I need strong people. Because this here is going on every 13 years. For as long
This
as
murders.
anyone can remember.
How
13
many
years.
murders?
Always 6.
How many has
6.
happened so far?
This is the first one. 6 consecutive nights. 6. Well, the motives have been different before, but last time I was a young constable. But yeah,
But if this individual is responsible for all these murders, and now he has seen us, you think and you've been indicating there's a likelihood that he would come for us.
your witnesses have a tendency to disappear.
Well, I'm sure you would want to put us up in safe accommodations then.
I could put you in a cell.
A little bad memories from there.
Yeah, I've seen an inside of a cell and I've lost
Exactly.
the taste for it.
Oi, Koth! He shouts over to that black-bearded burly man. Yeah, Inspector, what can I do for you? Can you put these 3 up in your lodging house? Yeah, of course. No problem.
One room, please.
Come again?
One room for all of us.
One room for all of you?
Safer.
Yeah. Of course. How long?
Preferably with a screen for the lady.
At least for a few days until we figure out.
The modesty of it all. Give me one of them pea thingies. The pens. Give me one.
Let's just slide one over.
Thank you. I get up and I walk over to the lady that's dressed in the grey thing.
Yeah.
I sit down. Madame, I do appreciate your garments.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I must say I appreciate the the lack of modesty.
I am sure I put the coin on the table. Are you interested in a trade?
Sure.
Are we the same size, or is she just like teeny tiny or huge?
Well, she is thin, but you two are quite scrawny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it would fit. It wouldn't be a perfect tailored match, but it fit.
Is she sitting there with someone else?
No,
A
she's
male?
sitting there alone with a glass of port wine.
You see, I understand that these coins can take me quite far. I would be interested in a trade.
Yeah,
if
bronze,
you-
a bronze penny. Yeah.
Yeah. I would be interested in some really sturdy boots, pantaloons, and perhaps a hat.
why don't you drop by my shop in the morning
Oh, even better still.
and we can see what we can do.
Okay. Excellent. Even better.
And she gives you a card that says Ire
remember.
McMoran, seamstress.
Yeah. And then I walk back and I'm like, well, if we're going to go native, let's go native.
Just looks at the vest and sort of stuff.
I like my vest. I like it's flashy.
Well, my dear guests, says the man with the big beard, Koth. I'm heading home right now, so
we will not keep you. Show
I
us the
think
room.
we're supposed to follow.
We're going.
As we get up, Steve pulls Archibald and me a bit close. No, I don't want the two of you to become alarmed or frightened or anything, but I've been thinking a bit and doing some speculating, and I'm fairly certain that this isn't London.
Just
Stevedore.
sort of gives him like a pat on the neck and nothing escapes your eye, my friend. Nothing escapes you.
Because everyone in
appreciate
London
your-
knows that he's killed, Ripper's killed 5, and that one would be number 6. It wouldn't have been number 1, it would be number 6. So it can't be London.
It's good that we have you amongst us.
Once
Keeping
As
an
long
eye
as
out.
I'm here, you don't need to worry about anything. And he like hugs them both.
And as we're sort of hugged in, just tell Archie just goes to me now. Am I the only one getting worried when Steve starts doing math?
I'm terrified. I'm literally terrified.
He'd be sitting there, his grey eyes being very intently focused, and he's like going like,
Yeah, when the fingers come up, yeah, it's like a bucket of cold water down my trousers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Right,
6,
it's
7,
terrifying.
8, 9, 10. Loads.
Yeah.
And as you follow this Koth into the dark streets of Paradon to find the lodgings, I think this is a good place to say goodbye to these 3 friends. And
Not forever.
no, not for today.
And then we get shanked in the neck.
For today, I think we're going to meet them again. I like
Hope
these
so.
3 guys. I think they're quite charming in their own special ways.
We're special.
Special ed.
This will be a fun mystery.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the thing.
Oh, there will definitely be things to be doing.
And thanks so much to Daniel. This is his first appearance on Tail River.
Yes.
I'm super excited. I'm so happy.
It's been
And-
great
I
having
got
you.
invited.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
him to bits. I'm super happy because he knows more about D&D than I do. I need to
Probably
be helped
than any of us.
constantly. Yeah, he's
together.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard.
This is actually the first time I am playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I've been running D&D 5th edition since 2014, since it came out. So I've been DMing since, and been the longest campaign I've ever had so far has been 2.5 years.
So, yeah, I had
So,
100
yeah.
hints, so I should get XP points.
So yes,
Well, you'll get your reference bonus, Katrina. Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would not be shanked this night.
Yeah. So if you like this, if you want to keep following these crazy stories and these fabulous people, then you know what to do. You know what buttons to press, and you know where to comment. Should we keep Daniel on, or should we shank him and toss him in the river?
Gosh.
say so in the comments below. We'll read them all, and
And we'll
And yeah,
yeah.
thanks for this one, and hopefully see you all for the next.
Yes. See you next time.
As always, bye.
Bye.
Bye.